Greetings, you all, from Dallas, Texas. I thought I would go ahead and throw my hat into the ring on this Chopin Opus 10 number 3 question in measures 32 and 33. I apologize for a couple things. One, that you have to see my messy studio, and two, that I'm going to be demonstrating on a digital instrument today. It is not my preferred mode of operation, but it is unfortunately the mode that I have to go with while I live on the second story of an apartment. So here we go. This may have been covered. I didn't see it in any of the videos that I watched on the thread or in any of the comments. I kind of just skimmed the comments, so I apologize if somebody else has commented or has mentioned this already. But I'd like to look at this in terms of how the arm has to have some changes in height as it goes through here, and not just the changes in height that come from the difference in finger lengths and black and white key distribution, but the change in height to accommodate better momentum for the sound. So a lot of times, especially in a passage like this where we see it kind of all denotated with two-note slurs, we tend to think down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, which is not really ideal. It starts to get a little busy. I saw Benjamin mentioned in and out, so I'm not going to talk about that. He covered that very well. But instead of just doing down, up, I like to think of it as being, and I'm going to demonstrate with both hands here, but I like to think of it as being down, down. So stay down, rather, not just go down again, but down it, stay down. Then you're going to go from that, you're going to do a down, up, but you're going to stay up, come down, stay up and play, then that's going to be an up, down, stay down, that's going to be a down, up, down, stay down, up, stay up, down. So you have down, stay, up, down, up, down, up, down. And so then you get that. Sorry, I didn't mean to pause there. My brain just got to the top there and stopped. So perhaps that's not your most musical rendering of it. This is not something that's in my repertoire, so this is just something that I'm making. But I do want to show one other aspect that's very important to consider as you're moving your hands across. And that's the aspect of course, getting your hands across without falling off the bench, but still having a good arm angle in relation to the keys. So as you're working on that, down, that very first chord, immediately your torso should shift back slightly, and then you start ever so slightly going to the right. You don't want to go too far. You don't want to go any further than your arms lead you. So in other words, you don't want to lunge yourself across. Because now I'm way too far over. I don't need to be over this far to play this. So as I go up, I start to feel myself go back first, not to the right first, but backwards. And then I start to feel myself come to the right and slightly forward even, so that we have that that lateral carriage of the torso over, so that the arm is able to still function in its best capacity and stay in alignment. So down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. And that's what I had to say. Like I say, I just kind of sat down and looked at this, so I apologize. I didn't have a whole lot of time to practice it. But hopefully that gives you something else to consider in the application of this passage. Have a great afternoon, all y'all.